Hey, what's up? So I actually did not have the best day. My day started off really terrible, and I hate to lead with that because I don't mean to be a downer. I'll never be a downer, but it is true. I had to go to the dentist today, which is never a great way to start your day. And it wasn't even a cleaning, it was worse than that. And I thought nothing could be worse than a cleaning. But no, it was way worse than that. It was like this annual exam. Ugh. I didn't even know what I was signing up for. I just showed up and they started torturing me. Horrendous. I'm not a big fan of pictures, like the women, not even just the women, my brothers as well. They're the same way. Like, we don't like photos. Like, get the camera out of my face. Not into it. I don't want to be like, oh, geez. Like, that's not my personality. So get it out of my face. And this was like taking it to like the most horrible level you could even think of, because it was like, let's take pictures of you while you put this crap in your mouth and make you bite on it. Like, let's take pictures of you while you like pull your mouth apart with these horrible torture devices, and let's take pictures of you while you smile against this wall, and like we're like, I don't know what they're doing while they're taking that picture, but it can't be good, right? Yeah. Ugh. And then like let's like poke you everywhere we can to like see so we see what we think about your mouth. Ugh. Yeah, it's wretched. Horrible. So, and that took forever too. And my dentist is not this dentist, but like, I guess they have this new guy at their practice, and he's got like maybe like something in his name is like wolf, or like reminiscent of wolf or something like that. And he also kind of looks like one, so it fits. And like I'm almost thinking that this guy like moonlights as a werewolf, because he is he just like has a bit of a, like, he must have a violent streak in him, right? If he's like into this whole thing called dentistry. In fact, like, I was even thinking to myself, I was like, do dentists or like dental hygienists, like, do they even like to make out? Like, wouldn't it ruin it for you if you were that? Like, do they just like make out with people and they're just like, I can feel your overbite, or like, it feels like a little bit gummy, and like, your tongue is presenting itself, and we like to just like hold that tongue back. I don't know. I feel like they would have a lot of opinions, and it probably ruins it. Like, making out is horrendous, so they just don't. There must be those weird people that just like hook up and just don't make out. Anyway, if you're in the dental industry and you still like to make out, then that's fine. Like, I don't shame you for it. I'm just wondering, so you can chime in and tell me if you still like to make out with people, even if you clean their teeth all day and look at their weird teeth business. I don't know. It kind of feels like it would take the joy out of it. But I guess there's a lot of other industries or medical professions where, like, somebody has to like operate on organs. Surely they're not going to be like, well, you have a kidney too, so that's turning me off. So I guess whatever. Maybe it turns them on. Ooh, maybe it does turn them on. Maybe they're turned on by teeth. Maybe that's why they do it. I don't know. All I have to say is I am not turned on by the entire process. I do not like having my teeth pictured and like standing there in front of them, and I like put my mouth in this like, we're just gonna do a panoramic picture, and then they didn't even tell me to close my eyes, but like the machine at the end was like, you can open your eyes, and I was like, I didn't even close them. My eyes felt like they were bleeding afterwards. Anyway, it was just a terrible experience. So here I am, I guess about to read about these fools. And what am I drinking? I'm drinking white wine. I'm drinking white wine because what else am I going to do? This fool, this guy, and where is he? This fool's only, like, he's drinking red wine, or no, white wine, because he doesn't care about his life. He just cares about Exia, and Exia would drink white wine, so that's why he's drinking it. So anyway, these fools, they're just gonna deal with what I have. Also, as a reward to myself for my endeavors and like what I had to go through today, I bought myself like this nice portion of Chilean sea bass. So I also thought that would go really well with white wine. So so that's why all these things. That's why. All right, so here we have Crimson Wizard. I guess is his name. I already don't like him, but spoiler alert. Crimson Wizard. He's the magician tempted by dark power. Actually, I just finished watching the finale to Rings of Power. If you are into that sort of thing, it's pretty amusing. I'm like a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, and especially the Peter Jackson movies. Very much so. I love me some Legolas. It's been told that there might be a cardboard cutout of Legolas in my bedroom, but I also have some action figures and all that good stuff. But I watched this show, and so I have feelings about those with dark power, but I will not bring them into this conversation. Don't you worry. I will leave it at the door. Anyway, he is a magician tempted by dark power. He is the Crimson Wizard, a magician from Altina. What did I decide last week? Altina, I don't know. Who appears in Tales of the Sword of Mana, far off in a distant world, as the right hand of Angela's mother, the true queen. He orders Altina's forces to attack Velsana, activate the nation's mana stones, and more as he works towards his own wicked ends. All right, so he is like the dark wizard Sauron, dark elf Sauron. Like, I don't know, you're gonna go watch that show and find out what he is, or just read like Silmarillion and all of Tolkien's works and figure out what it actually is for real, with good dialogue and whatnot. Shh, quiet. All right, so he has got a main job of Crimson Wizard. It's a rear guard spellcaster class. It's a job capable of delivering a guaranteed 2-hit attack with a wide area of effect, while also being able to buff itself with a re-raise effect that allows for quick action after reviving, which is like honestly really nice. The worst thing is when you're in a battle and you take out your opponent and then all of a sudden they pop up and then they get to attack, which I think is like ridiculous. There should be something to block that because it's very, very annoying. I feel like you should have to reset your whole like little wheel and not be able to go again. So he's trying to go again. Rear guard's healer class, Devout, is his sub-job, a job that can restore allies' hit points and offer aids such as elemental attack enhancement. And then lastly, he has Operative, a Vanguard striker class, a job that creates advantageous opportunities in battle by increasing the evasion of surrounding allies and lowering its own hate. Alright, evasion has been like sneaky awful for a while here. And a lot of teams are like doing that, and they're like adding it in, and it's frustrating. So I could see how he could get in on that. He's a fire unit, so obviously there are a lot of evade fire units, but then there are also just a lot of like, units in general that are out that can like run a little bit of AD. So he's gonna be annoying, I guess. Like if you want to do that. Anyway, his TMR is Crimson Cloak. That is an accessory. It's a brilliant red cloak from a faraway world. The magician who wore this cloak was said to have come into possession of his magical gifts quite suddenly. Whence he obtained this tremendous power is a mystery, but his cloak was likely not the source. Is that like their way of telling us that this cloak is not very good? Because not super impressive with the stats. HP 246, defensive 5, spirit of 8, agility of 1. Ooh. Plots and Ploys is his ability. That will decrease his own chance of being targeted and bestow Man-Eater upon magic attack for 4 turns. I don't know. It seems like pretty horrible to me, but whatever. Do what you like. His limit burst, the ancient curse, will be this thing. It increases his own magic damage for 3 turns, then deals damage of an extra large amount to targets, so AoE, within range based on caster's magic stat and guaranteed hit, and increases in potency against more targets. So I guess the more people you hurt, the more damage you do, or more people you hit. I don't know. Something like that. So I don't know. I mean, Crimson Wizard, you have kind of a wicked face, and I've been watching Ring of Power, so Rings of Power, all the rings. There's so many rings, so many rings, except for the one ring. We haven't seen one ring. Don't worry about that. He's got little rings, yeah, in his main job symbol thing. So you're really feeling super, super evil to me tonight, and what I have to say about you as we watch your limit burst, I have to say, Crimson Wizard, ugh. You are not cool to pull. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about your fires and all that. You know, I'm not into you. I'm not pulling for you, so deal with it. You're not cool to pull. Moving on to the next, we have Sadali. Now, Sadali is interesting because I didn't even tell you what Crimson Wizard is, job wise or whatever, but it doesn't really matter because he's not cool to pull, so you shouldn't be concerned with that. And if you are concerned with it, you can go look for yourself. Anyway, Sadali is one of those characters that I absolutely don't like, kind of detest. But then when the interlude came out between part 1 and part 2, we learned so much more about his backstory, and he kind of I wouldn't say he endeared himself to us, but he gave himself an opportunity to be a little bit more understood as to what his arc was and why. And I can understand that, but it doesn't mean I have to like him. Oh no, I'm not pulling for you yet. I might pull at the end of this to see. What I want to press on is stats. All right, so he's the bearer of light. Actually, so I can make up for my lack of information. He is an earth unit, but like Crimson Wizard, see, here you go, he is a glove unit. So 2 glove units this week. Bearer of Light, Sadali, the Wayfaring Priest. He's a man from Tessera with no close relatives who entered the priesthood after being taken in by the church. However, after getting embroiled in a power struggle within the church, one provoked by a rival jealous of Sadali's rapid rise through the ranks, he was dispatched as a missionary to the faraway lands of Ardra. We kind of see that in the interlude, and we kind of see how he arrives in Ardra and what his ideas are about what's about to happen. Then he gets really super disappointed with the people in Ardra, which I don't blame him. They're they're kind of crappy at times. Anyway, his main job is the Church of the Crystal Priest. It's a rearguard spellcaster class, a job with many ways of both attacking and defending that can deal damage while removing many types of buffs. Use an area buff that includes itself to increase resistance to area attacks, and can recover allies' HP after attacking enemies with a sequential ability. So, I guess, chaining is cool with him or something? I don't know. I said ability, so I don't know. Arithmetician is a rearguard spellcaster class, a job that has non-casting abilities that become more powerful depending on the height of the target and unit level. They say non-casting abilities, but I feel like these arithmetician jobs really, really take a long time to load in actual battles, so false advertising there. Anyway, Blade Soul, a Vanguard magic attacker class, a job that can raise its own critical hit rate and specializes in slash attacks that depend on the magic stat of the user, which can create additional effects upon critical hit. So, plenty of options there for a little bit of attacking and Earth Magician usually comes with some heals, so maybe he has that too. And Earth, man, we haven't seen that in a hot second. His TMR will be the Clergyman's Satchel. It's a satchel supplied to the initiates of the Church of the Crystal and Tessera. Made to last, it can hold a variety of items such as small scriptures, trinkets, and food for as long as one needs. Man, these Lambus bread? Lord of the Rings notes are all over the place. Sadali once went deep into the woods to gather precious medicinal herbs at the request of some villagers, but he lost his way as it began to grow dark. It was at that moment he came across a hungry mouse, which he gave some food from the satchel. The mouse then miraculously led him out of the woods and went on to make itself comfortable in Sadali's now empty satchel and befriend the young priest. Many years later, the trail-worn satchel would find its resting place in a forest behind Denver Cathedral and become the home to a species of mouse, most uncommon in Ardra. Yeah, I'm not cool with this. This almost sounds like Sadali has like bridged this like weird gap, and like, you know how like evolution, like you have animals like they, you know, make changes over the years, and all this hopping around that Sadali has done over the years. I'm a little bit concerned that he's bringing like a mouse from 200 years ago into Ardra. That mouse could have like all sorts of like weirdo, like I don't know, personalities and diseases. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just saying it's probably dangerous. It sounds very dangerous to me. Unless this mouse is gonna show up at the end and be like the last thing that like jumps up and bites the Realm Scourge. That would be kind of cool. So, hey, possibilities. Anyway, this thing will give you 198 HP, 11 defense, 9 spirit, 12 crit, and Clergyman's Protection will be the ability that will raise unit attack resistance, critical hit rate, critical damage of up to 2 allies for 4 turns on anybody you slap this on, as long as they can take it. So that's something to think about if you're interested. Praise Be the Light is his limit burst. It will activate additional damage effect when using own attack abilities for 3 turns, deals non-elemental damage of a minimal amount based on caster's magic stat, and does not affect chains. Don't you think it does? Then deals damage of an extra large amount to targets within range based on caster's magic stat, and bestows damage reduction on self, removed after taking damage 2 times. So read that again, maybe read it 4 or 5 times, so you understand exactly what that means. You can use it once. It requires 69 AP. That's a lot, but you're probably happy for that. I don't know, weirdos. It looks like this. And also just like thinking about like his weird dumb face and like what he's being all creepy about. We know now, but anyway, he sadly, you'll never be cool to Pool. Here's the issue. Never ever will you be cool to Pool. You can't be cool to Pool. Yes, we might have learned about why you did the things you did and all that, but you're not cool. You won't be. And probably my Shreka would wrecka you, so yeah, I don't know. Sadly. But you know, go get him if you want, and if you like love running Earth teams. I'm gonna use this ticket because I have to. I mean, it'd be stupid if I didn't. Thank goodness. I love seeing a brown book on something like this. I hate it when they finally get like a good, like, you know, when you get like a good roll on somebody that you really don't want. It's like, argh, worst. And I think I didn't do this summon too, so I'll do this with you all and, you know, see what you can do to give me some good luck. I have had some like very positive pulls through these free pulls. I hope you all have too, but mine haven't been absolutely terrible, so that's good. All right, this one was. So sorry for making you join on that, but hey, you don't have to be here. I'm not telling you to be here. I'm not asking you to be here. I'm just talking to myself, yo. And, we gotta talk about this card, I suppose. Oof. Let's see. Slash attack resistance up 24. Magic attack resistance up 28. Debuff reduction rate up 25. With limited party ability of area attack resistance piercing rate up 25. Agility up 8% bestowed. Then limited bestowed of magic up 20%. Max HP up 10% for Crimson Wizard or Veritas of the Bolt. And then Vision Mastery. Oh man, never ends. Area attack resistance up 2, Spirit Priest range up 3 for quests. So those are the details. This is going to be good for piercy people, katanas, devout magic, and then those gloves that want to grab onto you and do some magic business in your face. And let's read about it, because that's also important. Roaring thunder and violent sparks fill the battlefield as the visions of the Veritas of the Bolt and Veritas of the Light collide head-on. Watching intently as Jaden and Shreka command the visions with ease, the Crimson Wizard cracks an unseen smile. He kind of looks like he's smiling to me, so I don't know about that. It's very seen. His arrival in another world was unplanned, but in doing so, he stumbled upon this new power, a power with which he could obtain anything and everything. He fires his magic, enhanced to the fullest, at the crystal held by Shreka, filling it in an instant and instilling it with an insidious light. As everyone is taken off guard and unable to act, the Crimson Wizard easily takes control of the crystal and summons Veritas of the Bolt, and in doing so, bears the fangs of his insatiable desire for power. Yeah, that is not an unseen smile. He's clearly mistaken. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good, like, defensive card, I guess, like, for magic peoples, but I don't know, do what you want. I don't feel like it's cool to pull, like, man, nothing today was cool to pull. I guess that means you get to save your Viz or something. Well, or, you know, you'll tell me how they absolutely were crucial. And, like, I'm fine with that, too. I just want to get out of here and make my chillin' sea bass, because I'm really excited about it. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be gathering my goodies while you're on my team. Time, not my team, my time. Unless you want to be on my team. Just kidding. Our guild is totally fun. Alright, that was enough for me, so I will say awkward goodbye, and cheers.